My today's guest on How's the Josh is a person who believes that we are creatures of limitless possibilities. And why does she think like that? There's a story behind it. Hi, I'm Arthi Karthik, and on How's the Josh today, I have the beautiful, beautiful Mrs. Mukherjee over here. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for being on.
Thank you, Arthi. Thank you so much for having me in your show. I do hope that you're going to get what you're seeking for.
I am just seeking for, a story, your story, and where your motivation comes from, and who inspires you, and your, fauji journey. So to begin with, you say that we are all creatures of limitless possibilities.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that. Because like everyone else, I was a person of very limited possibility. So when I was operated for my brain tumor at the age of 32, and my palsy was so severe that I could not speak. My hands completely gave up and I could not write. And I could not even walk properly. But I believed that I can do it. Somehow something inside me, and of course I have a very, very supportive, loving family, very supportive husband. And my children were very small, so I had to live for them. So within 3 months of my surgery, I was driving on my own in Mao and taking my elder daughter to school. So then I realized that, I'm really very blessed. So that is where my journey began. And slowly, even though there were times of, highs and lows, and during my times of lows, my husband, Joydeep, used to say that, I met a friend of mine and says, he knows a healer and who can heal your mind. So why don't you try? There are no side effects. So I said, okay, it's fine. So that's how I got introduced to theta healing.
So you are a theta healer?
Yeah. Then at that point of time, I was the patient and I got myself healed up. I took almost 10 sessions from her. And she told me, she inspired me that, Mrinalini, if you can be healed, you can heal others as well. So that's how I learnt theta healing.
What is theta healing about?
It is about, we are all creatures of unlimited possibilities, as I said, but we have limited beliefs.
That's
our
so
belief
true.
system.
Limited beliefs.
Our belief system does not allow us to do many things which we would otherwise do at ease and comfort. For example, when you go to give an exam, you have an exam phobia. And that fear itself takes away, I think, 50% of your marks. But if you believe that, I can really do it well, I'm already doing it well, I know my subject very well, then you just go and write at ease and comfort, and you will come out with flying colors. That is your limited belief that you have in your mind.
So theta healing basically changes the way we perceive a particular situation or a thing?
Absolutely. Because our negative thoughts, when we project them, we get all negative vibes around us and the work doesn't happen. So this is what theta healing does. Instills a positive thought in your mind, and when you're going out to do something, you already have that thought, yes, everything is going to go well. Yes, I will be able to do it. So that is how this works.
And Ms. Mukherjee, you are fighting, it's a challenge for you. You are fighting a rare genetic disease.
Yes.
And you've had so many surgeries, multiple surgeries, more than multiple surgeries, 11 surgeries.
11. And if I take the 2 cesareans which I had, it's 13.
So how do you cope up with so much of what your body goes through?
It is, I had one. I'm also a teacher, I've been teaching for the last 21 years. And we were then posted in Rangapahar in Nagaland. And I was teaching in the KV over there. Very small school, but the principal was very, very positive, and I had undergone my spinal surgery. 6 tumors were removed from my spine, and I was with a walking stick. So I went and told him it's not possible for me to teach anymore because my body will not allow it. Support me. So he said, ma'am, body will heal, but your mind is alert.
That's such a good statement.
Such a good statement. Ma'am, you can do anything with your mind. So why do you want to give up? You must come to school, even with your stick. And then I really thought that, yes, my mind is, I can tame my mind. Why not? So let me give it a try. And believe me, within 6 months, I had left my walking stick.
Wow. So you feel that even if my body is not supporting me, but my mind is, then my body will listen to my mind.
Completely. And it does. It does listen.
So how has been the teaching experience? Was it by choice or was it because you got married to an army officer?
No, I'd always wanted to be a teacher, but not in a school. I had started my career in a college, teaching in a college.
Oh, okay.
And then I thought that teaching in a school would be better because everywhere you get a school.
Yes, yeah. And we can get a job because of the same.
Yes. And because I remember in Mumbai, my first teaching experience was in Mumbai, Thane. That's where where Jyoti belongs, to Thane. And my in-laws were there in Thane at that time. And there were 2 young ladies, I was young then, of course, younger. We had gone for the interview. She was for economics, I was for English. She is still teaching in the same college. Oh. She is a professor, full-fledged professor now. And but I don't regret anything.
You've had so many transitions, so many changes that you cannot even count. How many? Kya ho gaya uske baad?
And my experiences have been very rich. So this is my journey. I have to accept it, and that's how things are going to move for me and my family.
Absolutely. So what about your family? Tell us something about your family.
My immediate family, my husband, he's an army officer, and 2 daughters, one doing her law, she's in the second year law, and my second daughter is in class 12. So both are pursuing their dreams. Let's see how things go with them.
I'm sure with a mother like you, they will achieve whatever they set out for.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I want you to give a message to your husband.
I love him very much, and I'm grateful and really thankful to God for giving me such a husband who has been with me through thick and thin. And of course, I'll always be there for him through thick and thin. You very well know how much faujibiwis had to give to the organization. And initially, there was a little bit of grudge that I had to take leave, I had to do all this. But now it is, I think, unconditional. Yeah. Because after so many, we've been married for 25 years now. So now I think we complement each other.
And what about your journey as an army wife?
It has been fantastic. Whatever I have learned so far, I think is from the army and my husband. He is my first teacher in the army. I tell everyone I didn't have to adjust to my in-laws. I had to adjust to the army. Because everything is so different, as you know, how you talk, how you laugh, And I come from a complete civil background, so I did not have all that, poise, you can say.
The do's and don'ts of.
Do's and don'ts. And I'm a sort of a rebellious person, I really don't conform to everything which is mandatory. But slowly I think I have come to the groove, and I behave in that particular manner whenever it's required.
You're as much a fauji as your husband now.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Without the uniform. So, Ms. Mukherjee, you're a soft skill trainer too.
Yes.
How did that happen?
Yes. So after teaching for so many years, teaching English, and I thought, I don't want to be a teacher anymore. PGT, TGT, I've had enough. So soft skills is also, your spiritual thinking and spiritual way of life also.
Okay.
Your stress management, your time management, your communication, everything is got to do with your mind and body.
Okay.
You can't be a good communicator unless you are a confident person.
Yes.
You have many things to say, but you can't articulate unless you have that confidence, self-confidence. And I felt that I can juxtapose both my spiritual journey as well as this training and help as many people as I can.
So, Ms. Mukherjee, you're also a hypnotherapist, apart from so many other things. Hypnotherapist and theta healing.
Right.
Are they both absolutely different or they work in tandem?
They are absolutely different in the sense, in theta healing, it is very spiritual. You are connecting to the 7th plane and then giving your healings. You're not taking anything inside your body. Some people are shamanic healers. You've heard of them? Shamanic healers. No, they actually taken all the negativity of that person into their body. Even Ramakrishna Paramhans, you heard of him? He was a shamanic healer, and ultimately he died of cancer. And one would say, such a evolved person, how can he die of cancer? How can he have cancer? Because he had taken in all the negativity of the people he had healed. So they are shamanic healers. So in theta healing, we don't take anything into our body. We channelize to the 7th plane, and from that plane of absolute truth, energy, whatever you wish to call it, we give the healings. I'm not doing anything, he is doing everything.
Okay. And then the hypnotherapy happens?
Hypnosis is very scientific in the sense you are going into a state of deep relaxation. It is like even under hypnosis, you can go to the washroom and come back,
In that state?
In that state, you can go and water your plants in the garden. Unless the hypnotist takes you out of that state, you will be in a state of suggestion. But it's a state of deep relaxation wherein your subconscious is completely open and your conscious mind is doused, and whatever suggestion which I'm going to give that person is going to go directly to the subconscious.
Okay.
So that is hypnosis, hypnotherapy. And it is very, very scientific. It has been,
So where did you do the courses from?
I did all the courses from Delhi. I did hypnotherapy from franchisee of California Hypnosis Institute, which is in Florida. And theta healing I did from the person who healed me, who is my healer. And she is a practitioner as well as a teacher, certified teacher. So she could teach me. I have learned all the 3 levels, the basic, advanced and manifestation. We can manifest our reality.
You practice?
I practice. I'm practicing for the last 10 years, but I'm not practicing a very, I don't have a chamber or anything of that sort. It's word of mouth. And we believe that whoever wants to be healed will be guided towards you. And that's what has happened for the last 10 years.
So people whom you have healed, they have come to you through some source or the other?
Yes.
Maybe the sources knew you and that's
yes,
how they...
Yes, that's how, word of mouth, completely. I've never advertised, I've never, taken it up in a very professional way. But because this was my secondary, this is for helping others. My first primary was a teacher, being a teacher.
So you're a teacher and you have had so many facets as an extended trainer as well to it.
Yes.
Is there something else that you plan to
I'm also
learn?
palmist.
Okay.
I do palmistry. And no, right now I want to go into this soft skills training practice completely, so that I can help not only young children, even young adults, middle-aged adults, even old adults. Everyone is in need of some guidance or the other.
So you basically, you come from the thought process of combining a lot of skills that you know, and it can be applied to
various
combination of people.
Combination of people, because everything does not work on
everyone.
Because I had a particular patient client, you can say, who was suffering from cancer.
Okay.
And I needed a lot of positive suggestions in his subconscious, to overcome the chemos and generally, that I will get well. So theta healing did not work that much on him as did hypnotherapy,
Okay.
Because that person was given into more, scientific, something tangible.
Okay.
Theta healing is very abstract, because the healer is doing everything, and that person is not convinced whether it's really happening or not.
Okay. And when we talk about past life regression, is it a part of hypnotherapy? Is it applied on everybody, past life regression, or does it depend on me? Like when I come to you कि मुझे जानना है कि मेरे past life में मैं क्या थी और या क्या हुआ or whatever.
See, what happens is your past life memory becomes your present life memory once you go under regression and you remember. So everybody is not capable of handling that. So for me, I don't do it for anyone, just out of curiosity or pleasure, but only if I feel it's going to help that person, then only I go into a past life regression. There are many people. It helps. It has helped me. I'm an example. Because otherwise it was not very easy to accept my reality,
That why now I have to go through this.
Why me, And imagine at the age of 32, you can't talk, your face, what you are seeing right now is 60 to 70% healed. It was worse than this, To come into terms with that, and then I have small children, I had a good career, everything just came crashing here. So it was this PLR which helped me come to terms with, why am I suffering so much? I got the answer. So it was easier for me to accept. Unless you have acceptance in anything, in whatever you do, your illness or your financial position, your health, everything, your relationship, there is no progress in life beyond that, unless you have complete acceptance.
Acceptance of the reality and the fact.
Yes, my marriage is not going well, Many people just don't accept that, and they keep on suffering in that same relationship. But unless you accept that, you can't improve on your present relationship as well.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm having these issues, but I have to fight it. So that is where acceptance comes.
So, are you a counselor in a way to put it across?
Yes, I would like to call myself a spiritual counselor.
A spiritual counselor.
Yes.
Okay.
I had once done that in Dehradun when my husband was posted in Dehradun IMA. I was a spiritual counselor in Dev Bhumi Institutes in Dehradun itself. It was a little bit away from IMA, but
I remember my husband was posted there, so yes, yeah.
It used to take a half an hour, distance. But for some time I was their spiritual counselor, and I tried to help the young adults over there.
So today, if I ask you, you have faced all the challenges that are thrown at you. You are still facing, and you have such strong willpower and grit and determination.
Thank you.
But there are so many people who do not have such challenges, and वो रोजमर्रा की ही उनको लगता है कि भाई यही बहुत बड़ा challenge हो गया, So when you meet probably say a person like me, I feel कि अरे ये भी तो problem है, वो भी तो problem. But now when I'm seeing you, I feel that the dimension of a problem is very, very, the way I probably explained it is very different. तो हम लोगों की dictionary में उसका जो definition है वो बदल जाता है. What would you have to say to people like me, who
Arthi, I would say that in this world, nobody is free of any problems, Some have major, some have minor, some have, Herculean. It depends on your karma, and your karmic journey. But problems everyone has, but we have to overcome them, not get succumbed by them. That is the mantra, I'm sure that even if you have 10,000 problems, you overcome them, and that is why we are having this interview. because it is not very easy for a Fauji wife to make her platform, first of all, and also we are very dedicated mothers here.
Yes.
For us, because our children don't get their dads completely, and we have to be single mothers at times, and we understand the duty that our husbands have to perform.
Yes.
So that is a challenge I'm sure everyone has overcome, and you're here and interviewing me. So that itself shows that you have great determination as well as willpower.
Thank you. Coming from you, it really means a lot. We just talked about single parenting. तो बहुत separation रहा है.
Absolutely. In 25 years, I would say 50-50.
Really?
Yes, 12.5 years of separation.
God.
So every time we had to tune into each other.
And तब तो I don't think WhatsApp call and video call and all used to be so much.
Nothing. In the year 1999, when Kargil happened, Joydeep was a young captain, Barsati major.
Yeah, Barsati
you can say. And the unit had gone to Siachen, was going to Siachen. So he left in the month of February, 99 February, came back in December. Because in between, Kargil happened and all the leaves were cancelled, and he had to climb the Bana post, and you can't come down from the post for 3-4 months. And there were no telephone calls, nothing, only letters. So, and I was teaching in a college in Thane, and when he came back and I took him, my students said, "Ma'am, you're married." So that was their reaction. And even I used to force myself to think that, yes, I'm married, I'm newly married,
Yeah, my husband is soon going to come and join me.
So you can understand, and it has been, and he's in the infantry, so in the infantry it is more of, field.
The separation is
separation,
there.
hard
it's
fields.
Inevitable.
Inevitable. Initially it was painful, but later on, I felt, God is giving me the chance of having a lot of space, which so many of my friends crib.
That's another way of looking at it.
Yes, yes. And even Joy says, thank God. I said, Joy, if I had to, we had to be in one room and never, going here and there and everything, I would be claustrophobic. It would be a claustrophobic, relationship. And he agrees with me.
It's God's way of giving, space as well as.
Yes, I see many of my friends, they say, oh my goodness, we never go apart from each other for even 10 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours. And we should get that space.
And any message through the show to the Fauji wives or a non-Fauji wife listening to you?
To Fauji wives, I must say that, I think we are of a different metal altogether. Because what we go through, so many transfers, so many, schools, colleges, your children, their friends, and making life anew after every 2 years is not a very easy thing to do,
Yes.
And they're doing a marvelous job. And they are very special people, and God has chosen them for this task. So there should not be any grievance or regret, regarding this. I see many young ladies, have a lot of regret. But actually they don't know that they are very, very lucky and they are the chosen ones. And non-Fauji ladies, even they are battling their own battles.
Yes.
In a very different way. They have been chosen for that path, for a different reason. So whatever you do, do it happily, gracefully, so that life for you becomes easy and comfortable, life for others become easy and comfortable. Basically live and let live.
Yeah. So your mantra is acceptance at the end of the day.
Acceptance, yes, and that will help you to go forward.
Beautifully said, Ms. Mukherjee. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you for being on my show.
Thank you so much.
And I will just request you for the palmistry thing that you said, which you know.
Oh, sure, definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you.
After this joyful interview, I am more excited कि मैं अपना हाथ दिखाऊं Mrs. Mukherjee को. But you guys stay with me for the next episode of How's the Josh, and I'm sure that today's episode was a learning for you as much as it was for me. I mean, Mrs. Mukherjee is terrific. And on that note, I'm Arthi Karthik saying thank you so much for your time. Do comment, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.